Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be rating the Slave 1, a Fire Spray 31 class patrol and attack craft from set number 75243. This set was released in 2019 and is made up of 965 pieces. Boba Fett is the owner of this Slave 1. So the faction will fall under Bounty Hunter Guild. The designation is Space, and it was manufactured by Kuwait Systems Engineering, the same manufacturer that built the A-Wing, V-Wing, and Delta 7 Jedi Starfighter. This version of Slave 1 is based on Empire Strikes Back, when Boba Fett tracks the Millennium Falcon to Cloud City. An interesting detail that took me a while to notice was that Slave 1 was actually repainted by Hondo Ohnaka. We see Slave 1 damaged in Season 2 of the Clone Wars, where it falls into the hands of Hondo, and the next time we see it is repainted into what we consider Boba Fett's paint scheme. I always assumed it was Boba Fett who painted it, but it turns out that that's not the case. Boba Fett's Slave 1 has appeared in 6 playsets, if we don't count the mini versions or the UCS versions. The first one appeared in the original wave back in 1999. The size of these 6 play scale sets have varied drastically between themselves. Just like before, I take traits from the Star Wars media to determine the defense rating, speed rating, and half of the weapons rating. The actual LEGO set determines the strength rating, cargo rating, and the other half of the weapons. The weight of just the model came out to be 861 grams. This translates into a strength rating of 86, which is less than the Republic gunship from the last video, even though it has 300 more pieces. For defensive capabilities, the Slave 1 has the most advanced defense out of the sets I've reviewed so far. Not only does it have a shield generator, but it was also equipped with stealth technology coming in the form of sensor jammers and signal scramblers. This brings the defensive rating up to 50. In terms of cargo space, this model doesn't have much room. The first being the cockpit that holds one pilot, and the second being the cargo bay where he stored Han Solo and Carbonite. There are no other storage places in this model, so the cargo rating comes in at 4. When we look at the speed category, the Slave 1 could travel at a sublight speed of 70 megalights per hour. It was also equipped with the Class 1 hyperdrive. So far, this sublight speed is the lowest of any of the space vehicles that I have reviewed so far, being 30 megalights an hour less than an X-Wing and 50 megalights an hour less than a Vulture droid. Altogether, the speed rating comes in at 46. The last category is the weapons. Slave 1 was known to be equipped with a vast variety of weapons, often getting new ones or upgrades. Unfortunately, I'm only going to count the weapons that are visible on this model. The first and most obvious weapon are the 2 dual heavy blaster cannons mounted on the nose of the ship. When it comes to spring launchers, sometimes I count them toward the weapons rating if they represent a weapon that the actual model has and replaces a traditional brick-built weapon. Other times, I do not count them if they are just representing a play feature on the model and not an actual additional weapon to the model. I'll try to explain each case as we go along. In this case, the Slave 1 does have concussion missile launchers, even though they should be under the large blaster cannons. I will count them in this case as missile launchers though. I wanted to draw attention to this piece on the model since it could be mistaken for a weapon, but this is actually just a wing extension strut. There are no weapons on either wing. I know the coolest weapon is the seismic charge, but this model doesn't include any form of seismic charge feature, so I cannot count it in the weapons rating. While other models typically hid some kind of weapon or storage container in the nose section, you can see that this is empty and nothing is in this area. This brings the final weapons rating to 104. In conclusion, the strength is 86, defense is 50, cargo is 4, speed is 46, and weapons is 104 for a total power of 290. I was fortunate enough to pick up this set on retail, so I own one of this set, and added to my current collection brings my total collection power to 1,169.5. This makes it the second highest rated set I've reviewed so far, coming in just slightly behind the Republic gunship from the last video. The Bounty Hunter faction is now on the board. Have you added this set to your collection? Let me know in the comments if you own this set and what your total collection power is now. And as always, you can check out my website, lukebrickwalker.com, for a quick reference to all of my ratings so far. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.